Aokigahara, Blue Tree Meadow, also known as the Sea of Trees, Jukai, is a forest on the northwestern flank of the Mount Fuji on the island of Honshu in Japan, thriving on 30 square kilometers, 12 square miles, of hardened lava laid down by the last major eruption of Mount Fuji in 864 CE. The western edge of Aokigahara, where there are several caves that fill with ice in winter, is a popular destination for tourists and school trips. Parts of Aokigahara are very dense, and the porous lava rock absorbs sound, contributing to a sense of solitude that some visitors attribute to the forest. The forest has a historical reputation as a home to yurei, ghosts of the dead in Japanese mythology. At least since the 1960s, Aokigahara has become associated with suicide, eventually becoming known in English by the nickname Suicide Forest, and gaining a reputation as one of the world's most used suicide sites. Because of this, signs at the head of some trails urge suicidal visitors to think of their families and contact a suicide prevention association. The forest floor mostly consists of volcanic rock. Designated trails lead to several tourist attractions such as the Narusawa Ice Cave, Fugaka Wind Cave and Lake Saibat Cave, which are three larger lava caves near Mount Fuji, the ice cave being frozen year-round. Aokigahara has been portrayed as a place where navigational compasses go haywire. Needles of magnetic compasses will sometimes point away from north if placed directly on the lava, aligning with the rock's natural magnetism, which varies in iron content and strength by location. However, the compass behaves as expected when held at a normal height. The Japan Ground Self-Defense Force has conducted its ranger courses including navigation training in the forest since 1956. Aokigahara maintains a thriving temperate ecosystem, with numerous native plants and animals. Mammals include the Asiatic black bear, Sinazumi shrew, small Japanese mole, greater horseshoe, greater tube-nosed and eastern long-fingered bats, mice and brown rats, haunch sika deer, red fox, masked palm civet, wild boar, Japanese badger, dormouse, dwarf flying squirrel, hare, macaque, marten, mink, raccoon dog, serow, shrew mole, squirrel and weasel. Birds include great, willow and long-tailed tits, great spotted and Japanese pygmy woodpeckers, bush warbler, Eurasian jay, warbling white-eye, Japanese brown-headed and Siberian thrushes, Hodgson's hawk cuckoo, Japanese grosbeak, lesser and common cuckoos, black-faced bunting and the oriental turtle dove. Herpetofauna in the region includes the black-spotted frog, Pelophylax nigromaculatus, Japanese five-lined skink, Plestiodon phainidimus, Japanese forest rat snake, Euprepiophis conspicillata, tiger keelback, Rhabdophis tigrinus, and the montane brown frog Rana ornitiventris. Invertebrates include ground beetles and other insects, including many species of lepidopterans, even within the forest's interior, such as the silver-washed fritillary Argines paphia, Chrysozephyrus smaragdinus, the holly blue, Celestrina argilis, C. Sugetanei curtis acuta, Favonius jezoensis, Neptis sappho, Parantica seta and Polygonia sealbum are found. The forest is composed of a variety of conifers and broadleaf trees and shrubs, including Chamaecyparis obtusa, Cryptomeria japonica, Pinus densiflora and P. parviflora, Tsuga seboldii, Japanese maples including Acer distylum, A. micranthum, A. seboldianum and Atskanoski, Betula grossa, Chingiopanax cytophyloids, or Acanthopanax cytophyloids or Eleutherococcus, Clethra barbonervis, Enchianthus campanulatus, Euonymus macropterus, Ilex pedunculosa, I. Macropoda, Pyrrhus japonica, Prunus jamasakura, Quercus mongolica var crispula, Rhododendron dilatatum, Schimia japonica F. repens, Sorbus commixta, or Sorbus americana ssp japonica, and Toxicodendron trichocarpum, or Rust trichocarpa. The dominant tree species between 1,000 and 1,800 meters of altitude is Tsuga diversifolia, and from 1,800 to 2,200 meters is Abies veitchii. Deeper in the forest, there are many herbaceous and flowering plants, including Artemisia princeps, Cirsium niponicum var. In Comptum, Corydalus incisa, Erigeron annuus, Geranium nepalense, Calimeris pinnatophyta, Myanthemum dilatatum, Oplasminus undulatifolius and Rhianutria japonica, Synpolygonum cuspidatum. There are also the mycoheterotrophic Monotropastrum humule, numerous liverworts, mosses and many ferns. Additionally, the forests are outlined with many small annual and perennial species that self-sow along the sunnier fringes, along with young sprouts of the larger trees and shrubs. Aokigahara is sometimes referred to as the most popular site for suicide in Japan. In 2003, 105 bodies were found in the forest, exceeding the previous record of 78 in 2002. In 2010, the police recorded 54 confirmed suicides out of more than 200 attempt suicides are said to increase during March, the end of the fiscal year in Japan. As of 2011, the most common means of suicide in the forest were hanging or drug overdose. Local officials have stopped publicizing the numbers in an attempt to decrease Aokigahara's association with suicide. The rate of suicide has led officials to place a sign at the forest's entry urging suicidal visitors to seek help and not take their own lives. Annual body searches have been conducted by police, volunteers, and journalists since 1970. The site's popularity has been attributed to Seiki Matsumoto's 1961 novel Nami, no T Tower of Waves. However, the history of suicide in Aokigahara predates the novel's publication, and the place has long been associated with death. Ubasut may have been practiced there into the 19th century, and the forest is reputedly haunted by the array of those left to die. Aokigahara has been referred to in numerous forms of entertainment and documentary media, including anime and manga, films, literature, music, lyrics, and video games. A drama mystery film, The Sea of Trees 2015, takes place in the forest, as does American screenwriter Jason Zada's horror film The Forest, 2016. In late 2017, popular American YouTuber Logan Paul, who had earned over 15 million subscribers to his channel by January 1, 2018, uploaded a video in which he and several companions visited Aokigahara in order to document and explore the forest's supposed creepy qualities. While filming, the group discovered several personal items, including discarded sleeping bags and clothing, as well as what appeared to be disused campsites. They then unexpectedly came upon the remains of a person who had died by suicide. Approaching the corpse and filming, blurring the face of the person, whose identity is a mystery, this video was then uploaded directly to Paul's channel, shocking many and receiving widespread condemnation. One member of the group could be heard saying they did not feel good as they viewed the corpse, to which Paul asked jokingly if this person had never stood near a dead guy before. After receiving swift backlash and even some praise for raising suicide awareness, Paul stated that he was misguided by shock and awe. After removing the video and filming a subsequent apology, Paul said that he should have never posted the video and should have put the cameras down and stopped recording what we were going through. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm disappointed in myself. Aokigahara was the subject of a BBC Radio 4 production, broadcast September 10, 2018, in which 4 poets traveled to the region to write and record poetry. The poets Arai Takako, Jordan A.Y. Smith, Osaki Sayaka, and Yatsumoto Yasuhiro co-authored a bilingual, Japanese/English, anthology of the poems and short writings on Aokigahara, titled Sea of Trees, Poetic Gateways to Aokigahara, to Pajot Excursions 2019. American playwright Christine Harna Lee wrote and staged a play, Suicide Forest. In March 2019 it addressed suicide in the United States and in Japan, and references Aokigahara. Australian psychedelic rock band King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard were originally named Sea of Trees after Aokigahara, although the name did not stick. The group would release a song with the same name on their debut album 12 Bar Brews, 2012. American R&B singer Jen Aiko included a song called Jukai as the second track on her 2017 album Trip, using the forest as reference for an exploration of suicide and rebirth. Aokigahara is also the name of Mai Shiranui's stage in Fatal Fury 2. Consisting of a raft next to the forest, an updated version of the stage was included in a teaser trailer for her guest appearance in Street Fighter VI.